Bam Adebayo. Jimmy Butler is out there with Robinson. And it's Nunn in at the point guard. And this is what we've been waiting for all summer long, all off season long. After many months, Doris, basketball is finally back.
And what's incredible, Kevin, is the NBA's popularity just continues to grow. There's worldwide enthusiasm. The NBA players represent the league so well, and my goodness gracious, can they play some basketball?
Interesting how now the league, Doris, is commanding the calendar all year round. It used to be such a seasonal game. Now it's 365 days a year.
So many storylines throughout the course of the summer. Who's playing where and with whom?
And so it's the Heat hitting on the board first. Now Beal tipped away. Stolen by Robinson. Butler goes in. That shot off the mark. Good D by Westbrook. Over in the corner, Brown. Lets it go from deep. Knocks it loose. And it goes out of bounds. That went off Robinson. About a minute played so far here in the first. Beal finds Westbrook. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Boy, when you look back on Russell Westbrook's career, the athleticism at the point guard position, borderline absurd. The power, the speed with which he moves on the floor, boy, you just don't see it that consistently.
Shooting 2.
The free throw drops for Russell Westbrook. And with Westbrook and his elite athleticism, Doris, it can be seen in his great statistics.
Well, you don't average 30 points a game in the NBA unless you can absolutely blow past defenders like Russell Westbrook. Gosh, the strength in his legs allows him to fight for rebounds. He is so productive from the point guard position. It's extraordinary. You know, you think back to the history of players in the NBA and who can match up to the intensity of Russell Westbrook. This guy goes full speed, 100% every second he's on the floor, and regardless of how you rate Westbrook, you have got to admire what he brings nightly.
Butler, no good.
Boy, that's one he wishes he could have back, especially against soft defense.
Here's Beal. The shot's good. Brown making the play.
Well, Bradley Beal has turned himself into more than just a perimeter shooter. This guy can go off the dribble drive. He can score at the rack. That's nice.
And Doris with Westbrook, that competitive fire and edge he plays with can rub some opponents the wrong way.
It can, Kevin, and to be honest, Russell Westbrook probably wants it exactly that way. He's beloved by so many retired players because to them he brings that old school NBA mentality.
Now here's Beal. He's coming off a 40-point game against New York.
But the defense had tons of difficulty covering him. They kept putting him at the line, and he burned them.
Now Beal, after Westbrook's missed 3. Just 5 on the clock. Beal, the pass to Bryant. Another shot, and it's good. 2 points.
Well, Bradley Beal increasingly becoming a dangerous playmaker. What a pretty pass.
Here's Nunn. His last outing, he had 18 points. To the inside. Here's Adebayo. Comes up empty down low.
It's all about the defense right there. Without that level of activity, he probably scores it.
Beal can't get it to go.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
And there's the pass to Adebayo. The shot comes out, and Washington the other way now.
Boy, the offensive flow just isn't there right now. 1 for 5 to start the game.
Beal. It's Adebayo with the rebound. they've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Butler feeling out of it, trying to end the drought. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
This, to me, is how Butler hurts you. The athleticism, the strength, the body control, draws the whistle, still finishes the play.
And you look at Jimmy Butler. He's about 6'8", about 230 pounds. Great size on the wing.
And he keeps himself in tip-top shape. His strength, one thing I'm not sure the casual fan even recognizes.
And great, when you look at the top perimeter defenders in the game today, how high does Jimmy Butler rank on that list?
Look, he's in the top handful, no doubt about it. Multiple all-defense selections. He is a true two-way terror.
This guy, a tough cover for any defender. Creative and assertive, scoring the ball.
Here's none. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Adebayo finds Leonard. Outside Butler. Rebound, Washington. Last time they met was in Washington.
Yeah, and looking back at their last game against this club, they were badly out-rebounded.
And they'll keep possession. The shot by Bryant, no good.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
That boy, to have someone back there who can erase your mistakes, what a big-time asset defensively.
How about the concentration? He gets hit but stays with the play and gets the finish.
The Heat have shot just one free throw earlier, 1 for 1 in the game. And that one falls, and that puts him up by 1 point. And with this summer signing of Jimmy Butler, the Miami Heat demonstrating they still can lure star talent to South Beach.
The Heat back on the rise. The Butler signing sets the stage for the summer of 2021 when they should have the cap space to sign another max player.
Boy, the wheels have definitely fallen off in this quarter. He cannot buy one.
The Heat shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game. And the first one drops.
So from the 30th pick in the 2011 draft to one of the elite two-way players in the game, think about every step along the way with the work required by Jimmy Butler. Special stuff.
Bertanis, he's checked in for Brown. And so Butler nails both of them. And so Westbrook will bring it up for the Washington Wizards. It's a three-point game. Here's Beal, and plenty of contact on the shot. So, 2 free throws coming up. And Miami called for the foul.
And I think, Kevin, this is what the team wants to see more of from Bradley Beal. Keep pushing the action. Get yourself some easy points from the foul line.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And, you know, guys, he had a big game at the free throw line in their last outing.
That one falls for Beal. And even though he came into the league at the age of 19 out of the University of Florida, Beal has been a scorer since the get-go.
Well, Bradley Beal entered the league as a sweet shooting two-guard. He has worked his way into being a tremendous playmaker. Year over year, his overall offensive game has gotten so much better.
And both free throws good for Beal.
When he first came into the NBA, many thought Bradley Beal would be a mostly catch-and-shoot shooting guard. But this guy is proven he can definitely shoot, but there's so much more to his game. He can create for others. He can get himself off on the bounce. He is a terrific all-around guy now.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Westbrook dishes to Bryant. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Bryant's got his second bucket.
Well, the aggressiveness of Russell Westbrook setting up that bucket right there. This guy knows how to find the best shot possible.
Now, here is Robinson. 23 points for him the last game against Charlotte.
And his rebounding was solid in that effort as well. He did a lot of work on the glass all around, and just his effort level was off the charts.
Hachimura the pass to Bertens. Got it. Good job in the low post. And with Beal doors, he's been more aggressive at attacking the rim.
And Kevin, it's worked out for him because he's gotten to the line more, and that allows you to become a consistent scoring presence. Boy, the dynamic nature of Beal's offensive game has really elevated.
Here's Butler after the basket by Washington. Off target from the wing.
Well, this has not been a quarter to remember for this guy. He looks completely flustered.
Bucket is good. 6 points for Bradley Beal.
Soft floating jumper from Beal right there, adding to his offensive attack. Seemed to totally catch the defense by surprise.
Now here's Butler trying to claw his way back after a terrible showing in that loss to Charlotte.
I'll tell you, this guy is doing absolutely everything he can to get himself going, but the team is struggling because he's struggling.
And here's Westbrook from the arc, and he's good on the three ball. Now it's a 6-point Washington lead.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Robinson finds Butler. They need this. That shot off. Now Washington takes it the other way. In the corner, it's Westbrook. Good. It's Beal picking up the assist. Beal's got his third assist on the night.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
And Miami calls their first time out of the game.
Well, for Washington, D.C. basketball, they have one title to their name, the champs back in '78.
What a run that was for that team, led by the great Wes Unseld. But boy, in the 40 years since that title, my goodness, fans of this franchise have waited so patiently for that return to greatness. When will it come?
The Heat making a switch here. Crowder's checked in. Just now to take a look at the steal numbers over the last couple months. The scope of that for Butler.
I feel like he hasn't been paying as much attention to the defensive aspect of the game as he needs to. His steals have dropped over the past few months, and he needs to get back some of that fire on D.
The Heat trail by 9. Trying to get something going. That shot misses. And the Wizards now going the other way.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
Here's Hachimura. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against New York.
And don't forget about the work he did on the boards. His rebounding was a huge help in that game.
And the shot goes in.
Nice touch there near the hoop.
Wizards leading by 7. Outside Westbrook. Pass to Beal. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. We've always been wowed by the athleticism in the NBA, but it seems to be becoming even more athletic. And certain guys get it done, Doris, in different ways.
Yeah, I think there's a couple of examples, Kev, of guys who don't have or are not blessed with incredible athleticism, but who have found a way to be successful. Nikola Jokic is a first-team NBA player who plays very much below the rim. And then you look at certain shooters who can affect the game. J.J. Redick, he is impossible to guard because he's one constant stream of movement. So, listen, if you have great skill for your position without athleticism, you can still find a way to have a job in this NBA.
That misses, so he splits the free throws.
We are talking about an elite two-guard. Bradley Beal can shoot it. He can guard virtually any position on the floor, and his ability to elevate his playmaking skills has changed the equation.
Here's Hachimura. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Robinson against Bryant. Robinson passes to Adebayo. Bertans grabs the board. Bertans got 4 rebounds in this game. Hachimura, and that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Westbrook's got 3 assists now in this one. The Heat trail by 10. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Nunn passes to Adebayo. Butler on the way. Just 5 to shoot. Can't hit from 12.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
Butler with the steal. He's got a clear path. Jumps up. Throws down the breakaway jam.
I'll tell you, you better protect the basketball around Jimmy Butler. The anticipation skills. He'll pick it clean from you.
Westbrook passes to Hachimura. It's hauled in by the Heat.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And what you love about his work defensively, the ability to challenge and change shots without fouling.
So it's the Wizards now. Heat knocking down the tray. Westbrook, no good.
Well, he wanted to return the favor there for that last 3, but it just wasn't in the cards.
And Adebayo throws it down.
Well, this is why Butler has become a real threat on the offensive end. Yes, he's a great scorer, but he is equally capable and adept at finding the open guy.
And it's Butler with the ball. He'll bring it up for Miami. They trail by 3. Doesn't go for him. Good D by Westbrook. Washington has gotten just 2 of 6 to fall from 3-point range so far in the first. Bryant, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. 1:07 left here in the first quarter. Comes Baz Robinson. Here's Nunn. 11 feet out and he hits it. Nunn's got 7 points. So it's Washington now. Westbrook passes to Hachimura. 9 feet out, and they pick up 2. And the Wizards lead by 5.
You have to push Hachimura out of there if you're the defense. He's a real problem on the interior.
Nunn passes to Crowder. 32 seconds left to play in the first quarter. It's stolen by Bryant. Here's Westbrook. Good work defensively by Crowder.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
Offensive rebound. Oh, and a fast break for the Wizards. Here's Bertans, and finished off by Bertans.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Butler from outside. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And so it's Washington heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. You learn about Jimmy Butler. Difficult journey to where he is now. But one thing always got him through.
Basketball. That's that. It always took my mind off everything. It always made me smile. I had no cares in the world when I was shooting.
Boy, you hear that so often, don't you, Greg? Between those lines can be an escape from the outside world.
And in the end, Butler's obsession became his escape. Maybe why he remained so devoted to the game.
Welcome back, everyone, to the second quarter of play here on Noche Latina. Vamonos. And when you consider how the Wizards are doing, guys, your thoughts?
Guys, I love their defense in that first period. They were in position and just challenging shots.
Well, I think they combined great intelligence with great effort, and you can see the results.
Jay Crowder out there with Adebayo. Then there's Jimmy Butler. Then there's Dragic. And it's Hero in at the two-guard spot. So that's who Miami starts the second with. Now, here's Napier. He picked up 21 points in their last win against New York.
I thought his physicality was crucial, too. You know, he kept the defense on their toes and repeatedly got to the free throw line.
4 on the clock. Bertans kicks to Beal. Here's Brown.
And that's what Jimmy Butler brings to the table. Intense on-the-ball defense.
And Jay Crowder ends every post with the hashtag, "It all started in the driveway." Of course, he knows just how far he's come.
No doubt. Jay Crowder said back then he was always the youngest guy on the court with no fouls called. That is how you develop into a competitor.
Butler, no good. Wizards leading by 5. Down low. Here's Beal. Good. And it's Napier with the assist that time. And that's now 9 points for Bradley Beal.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Here's Butler. And he banks in the layup. Butler's got 11.
Wow, very close to a potential and one. Butler converting through contact.
Now, here's Napier. Not a lot of room. Outside, Beal. Shoots over Dragic. And that one is good from Bradley Beal. He's got 11.
How effortless is the mid-range game of Bradley Beal? Pretty.
Here's Hero. He's covered by Beal. Right side, Dragic. Here's Adebayo. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
And the D getting outworked there on the putback. Can't let that happen.
Greg, you have got to put a body on somebody. We talk about it ad nauseum, but you've got to be disciplined with the box outs.
Now, here's Brown. 9-point game his last outing. Here's the teardrop. Basket counts. Brown's got his first bucket of the night. The Heat trail by 7. Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by. Here's Hero. He's covered by Beal. Here's Dragic on the mark with the 15-footer.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Now, here's Napier. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Brown down low. He's guarded by Dragic. The shot's good. And the Wizards lead by 7. And it's Dragic with the ball for the Miami Heat. Next up for them, the Knicks coming out here to play. And that'll be the 3rd of the 4 straight at home. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And Adebayo throws it down.
Well, when the playmaking duties fall to Jimmy Butler, he is more than capable.
Beal, the fast to Bertans. Passes to Wagner. Napier with it. Now guarded by Dragic. Here's Bertans for 3. Miami grabs the miss. Adebayo's got his 7th rebound here tonight. From the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Jimmy Butler has made several all-star teams, but he remains single-minded in pursuit of his bigger goal. Butler said, "I just want to win a championship. That's all that matters. I didn't do it in high school, didn't do it in college. If I don't win it here, then I'll go to the 50 and over league someday. But I got to win a championship at some stage." Kevin?
I like that attitude. Thank you, D.A.
Well, a new era begins for the Washington Wizards, right? A change in the front office. The team has tried for years to rebuild in a number of different approaches. Perhaps a fresh outlook for fans under new guidance gives this team new hope.
Some changes here for the Heat. Olynyk is checked in for Crowder, and it's Iguodala in for Butler. Wizards leading by 3. And for the Wizards and their new front office doors, a tough task ahead of them.
I think so, Kevin, because first and foremost, they need to change the culture of the team, right? Too long, there had been a lack of accountability in D.C., and I think once they address that, the rest of the rebuild could come easier.
Here's Dragic after the made shot from Bradley Beal. Right side, Dragic to the paint. He's looking for Olynyk and finds him. It's good.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
Napier passes to Beal. It's good, and it's his 6th make against 11 attempts.
This guy is cooking right now. He is leading them on the offensive end as they remain in front here.
Hero passes to Dragic. And he's going up for the alley-oop.
Oh, just a picture-perfect alley-oop. You gotta love that one, Kevin.
A little surprise, Greg. He didn't go for the big slam, but it works just the same. Napier feeling it out a bit. Here's Wagner. Good, and it's Napier with the assist that time. And the Wizards lead by 6.
Well, more and more you see big men working on the outside shot, and this guy has one of the better ones in the league.
Pass to Olynyk. Back to Dragic. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Dragic has got 4 points this quarter.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Now here's Napier. He's guarded by Dragic.
Okay, Kelly Olynyk getting up high for that rejection. At 7 feet, that length comes in handy.
Ooh, he put a little extra on that one.
He does. He doesn't usually finish soft either. Obviously, he can when necessary, but not that time. Now here's Beal. 15 points in the game. Here's Hero. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. We hear this a lot, Doris. The great offense always beats great defense. Think that's true?
I do, Kevin. I think obviously a defender is usually in reactionary mode. It's the rare defender who is dictating to the offensive player what they want to happen. So imagine trying to impact LeBron James as he's playing in the open floor with a head of steam. Like, good luck with that.
Yeah. And he makes the first. Is Smith. He's checked in for Shabazz Napier. That one is no good. And so Brown will bring it up for the Washington Wizards. They've led by as much as 10. Smith finds Beal. Clock at 6. Takes the 3. They get it back. Urginus, he had dropped for his third basket. He's missed only one shot.
What energy on the offensive boards. The defense can't match the effort, and they paid the price.
Dragic against Smith. Again, the miss by the Heat.
Well, that's a blown defensive coverage, but it doesn't matter. He cannot answer the bell.
Beal can't get it to go. The Heat trail by 3. Feeds it to Iguodala. And it's Bradley Beal with the rebound. Washington has gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
Well, the defense disrespect.
Now here's Dragic. 11 points for him in that last game against Charlotte. Makes it off the glass. Dragic has got 6.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Now here's Beal. Good on the bucket. And the Wizards lead by 6.
Just a great hustle play there. Energy and passion. This is what you play the game for.
Releases from 15. Second chance effort. And denied. He sends it right off the glass.
He's been a marksman this period. The shot mechanics finally in sync.
Wizards leading by 4. Smith scanning the floor. And he makes good on the layup. Smith's got his first 2 points of the night.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Here's Iguodala. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Bradley Beal picks one up.
Well, I just love the hard-nosed attitude of Andre Iguodala. When he's on the interior, he's so good at getting the defense to foul him.
The Heat have shot 5 of 6 at the foul line tonight. And that one falls for Iguodala.
Well, the veteran leadership, the unselfish attitude, and the versatility of Andre Iguodala, to me, this guy is excellent at whatever is asked of him.
So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe.
One of the things you have to admire about Andre Iguodala is his ability to fit in any part of the lineup. Whether he's starting, whether he's coming off the bench, the ability to fill in from any position 1 through 4. Absolutely incredible.
And with Iguodala, he has the experience to guard and match up against Dorst any position.
And what you've seen lately is Iguodala being deployed more and more as an undersized power forward.
Take a break.
But even then, one moment he'll act as a 4, and the next minute he's the de facto point guard. What a luxury to have that kind of versatility.
Throw good, Beal.
And he just seemed to have a little more fire in the first quarter than he has in this one. And it showed in all the trips he made to the free throw line. Those have dried up.
Both shots good from the stripe. Doris, you've accomplished so much in your award-winning career. What was your first experience in broadcasting?
Kevin, my first experience was I left coaching and they put Providence College women's basketball on radio. That was the first ever game I got to call. It was so cool. Tell me yours. What was the very first? Did you study this? How did you get into broadcasting?
I did. Our high school had a radio station, and the first basketball broadcast was underneath the bleachers, looking through popcorn boxes and legs of the people that were standing in the bleachers so that I could see the court from the baseline.
Amazing.
Because that's where the telephone cables were to plug in our equipment. And
wow.
I was 16 years old.
Incredible.
I remember it very well.
Incredible.
And so it's Beal who brings the ball up for the Washington Wizards. They get it again. The Heat trail by 9. Here's none. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Bradley Beal picks one up. The Heat have gone 6 of 8 from the free throw line tonight. And he knocks down the first one. And he makes both free throws. Wizards leading by 7. Smith outside. Now the pass to Beal. 11 feet away. Smith with the basket on the assist from Beal. Beal's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. And Miami shooting at 46%, making some buckets. Robinson dishes to Iguodala. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
And their shots are falling now with more regularity than we saw at first.
And with Andre Iguodala, he doesn't give you 20 points tonight like he once did, Greg, but he still shows up when you need him.
Iggy can still hit the switch, so to speak, and go back to his all-star level of play for stretches. I mean, the numbers don't jump out at you, but he is so valuable during big games, particularly in the postseason.
And that one falls for Iguodala.
He does a great job of drawing contact and getting himself to the line, something he didn't do in the first period.
To the middle, here's Bertans, and finished off by Bertans.
There is an imagination, a creativity. This guy's passing drives the offense.
Outside Robinson. Iguodala, the pass to Nunn. Shoots from 12. Rebound, Washington.
Got to recognize the situation, trying to get a 2-for-1.
Well, this is where the play call is crucial, right? If you're in a 2-for-1, you've got to get the first shot quickly.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. And it's the Heat with the ball after the basket by Washington. There's 25 seconds left to play in the first half. Shot from 12. Some shot is good that time. Nunn's got 11 points.
Now, this guy plays with such confidence and ability to score in a variety of ways. Nice.
Robinson against Beal. From past the arc. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. Bradley Beal, he's been the guy making things happen for the Washington Wizards. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Russell, how confident are you that there's nobody that can stay in front of you?
Very confident. I have a lot of confidence in myself. I put a lot of work in the summertime. I'm very confident.
That is never a problem for you, Russ. Thanks very much. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of this fresh NBA season. After the first 2 quarters of play, it's Washington in control. They have an 8-point lead. Shaq, what was your takeaway on Washington?
Well, they're getting high percentage looks, good game planning. The ball is moving around. Guys aren't pulling the trigger at the first thing they see. They're definitely staying disciplined. That's a big part of what has them having the lead at the halftime.
And Kenny, what are your thoughts on Miami?
Well, sometimes you get too comfortable playing at home. This team played tonight like it's no urgency. And now they dug themselves a hole, and the energy level to get out of it is going to be extraordinary. We'll see if they come out of the tunnel with some fire in the second half, because they're going to need it.
And that'll about do it as we get ready for the second half. Let's take you down to Kevin Harlan.
Shout out to my man Joel.
Joel, what up?
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. It's been quite a game for Bradley Beal.
And the way he goes at defenders, he is bound to get to the line just like he did there in that first half.
I have to love his tenacity. This guy stays in attack mode, makes defenders work, tries to keep them off balance.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. Wizards leading by 8. Second half is underway, and here's who Scott Brooks has got on the floor. Hachimura and Bryant are in the middle. Bradley Beal is out there with Russell Westbrook, and it's Brown in at the 3. Butler in the corner. The feed to Leonard. Heat moving the ball around. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And Brown over to help. Charity strike shot, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Washington shooting an outstanding 53% for the game. Outside Westbrook. He feeds it to Bryant, and Bryant slams it in.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
They're just too slow to react. You can't afford to sleepwalk through possessions. What's going on out there?
About 1 minute played here in the second half. Kicks to Westbrook. Pass to Beal. Right side, Bryant. Just 4 to shoot. The Wizards need to get a shot off here. Westbrook, no good.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
None can't get it to fall. And so it's Beal who brings the ball up for Washington. They haven't given up any points here in the second half.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
We call that a great contest. You know this is something he brings to the table, the ability to anchor your defense.
Inside. Well-placed alley-oop pass into the layup.
Boy, perfect execution in the pick and roll. Butler always the guy who's going to draw attention, and he makes the unselfish play.
Here's Hachimura. He's guarded by Adebayo. And it's Westbrook again missing.
Yeah, the offense scuffling a bit to start this second half. Only 1 for the first 5.
And finished off by Leonard.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. Now, here's Bryant. He's got 8. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And out of Japan, a real interesting prospect. Hachimura, especially now that he can stretch the floor.
Yeah, he found the 3-ball in his last year of college, hit over 40%. You combine that with the size, the motor, he is really versatile, and I feel like he's putting it all together.
First free throw is good.
And although he started playing the game later in life, Hachimura has picked it up well, and exciting young player to watch.
That one misses. And Bam Adebayo. He just plays with so much energy when he's on the floor.
Boy, he is ferocious on both ends of the floor. Great energy player who can finish in the paint with the best of them. Very quick on his feet and can cover a lot of ground for a player his size.
Time called here. The Wizards decide to talk it over. Let's take a look at the most efficient scorers in the NBA from last year's campaign. You look at Bryant, 4th in the league and as consistent as they come.
Put the ball in the bucket. I mean, that's the name of the game, right? I mean, just ask him. He'll have the answer for you.
Westbrook finds Brown. The Wizards working the ball around now. Pulls up. The Wizards with another miss.
He is just not taking smart shots out there, a pattern he has fallen into tonight.
Butler dishes to Leonard. Throws it up high, and Adebayo throws it down.
And you can see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. And another miss by Washington.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Passes it to Robinson. Here's none. He's covered by Westbrook. Shoots from the elbow. And it's Miami with another.
Well, and it took a terrific effort at both ends to sustain this run.
And, Greg, they found their composure on both ends of the floor, and that is what triggered this run.
Now, here's Bryant. He's got 8. Beal, the pass to Hachimura. Right side, Bryant. Knocked away. And they're running. Here's Butler. Kept alive. Here's Adebayo. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. The Heat have shot 9 of 11 at the free throw line.
Shooting 2.
Ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead. Washington making some changes. Miami comes in for Brown, and it's Napier in for Bradley Beal. He makes 1 of 2 that time.
That will sting a little bit, failing to get the lead when the opportunity was there, but he does tie it up.
And it's Westbrook missing.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Well, not at the offensive end, certainly. He cannot buy a bucket right now.
Now here's Dragic. He has 6. And Butler launches from deep. Miami no good on that time either. And here's Westbrook. He'll bring it up for Washington to end the cold streak. It's hauled in by Hero. The Heat have gotten 5 of 8 shots to fall for them in the third quarter. A nice 62% from the field. Washington's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. It's Westbrook with the drive.
My goodness, you better get out of the way. Westbrook driving inside, rises up for the slam.
To the middle, here's Adebayo. And the rejection by Mahinmi. And he recovers it. Shot by Crowder, no good. The Wizards with the lead. Shoots a 3. And it's Westbrook again missing.
Well, 2 long-range bombs in the first, but that's stalled out right now.
Pass to Dragic. Now the dish to Butler. And they double up Butler. 6 on the shot clock. Dragic with a wide open look. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Butler's got his 7th assist in the game. Washington shooting 47% from the floor, getting it done. Here's Hachimura, defended by Crowder.
And looking now at some numbers for Westbrook, coming off a terrific season. He averaged about 23 points a game last year, 10 assists and 11 rebounds. He's been nothing short of fantastic during that stretch. Offense coming very easily for him.
And so much of it, to me, is his ability to read the floor, make the right decision, and then go right after the action he wants.
And that one falls for Hachimura. Good on both. Miami's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Dragic the pass to Butler. No good from outside.
Oof, rough shooting night tonight, but you can't fault him for the effort.
And here's Napier. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. The shot by Mahinmi, no good. Now here's Dragic. He's tightly guarded. Makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals. 5 for 8 in the game. This game has a lot of character here in the third period. 6 changes of the lead here.
Intensity is the theme for this one. And he has been ice cold from beyond the arc here since halftime. And he continues yet to fire away. He has got to tone it down if he wants to help his team.
Washington trailing. Napier with it. Outside Westbrook. Back to Napier. Outside Bryant. 5 to shoot. The Wizards with another miss. For Miami, they've gone 7 for 16 in the second half from the field, shooting a bit under 50%. Here's Hero. And the layup is good. Butler's got the lead up to 3 now for Miami.
Well, Jimmy Butler is a gifted offensive player. On that particular instance, a nice interior score.
Westbrook passes to Mahinmi. Here's Hachimura. It's hauled in by the Heat. Crowder's got his 5th rebound in this one. Butler on the way over Westbrook. And it's Butler missing. Wizards trail by 3. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
The basket counts and 1. They'll go to the line with a chance to make it a 3-point play. The Wizards have been shooting right around 75% at the line, 9 of 12 so far. Jones checked in for Butler. And a switcher also for Washington. Smith checked in for Russell Westbrook. And that one falls for Hachimura. And it's the Heat with the ball. Here's Hero. Outside Dragic. Over Napier. Dragic gets the bucket. Dragic has got 13 points.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
And Greg, you know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And when Hachimura is looking to score, it sometimes forces the D to get aggressive. Love the energy.
And this is his 4th trip to the free throw line tonight. First one falls for him. He hits both from the stripe.
Well, this guy has multiple ways to get to the free throw line, and boy, has his stroke been on the money.
The pass to Dragic. Pass to Hero. The 3. Bryant with the rebound. Bryant's got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And here's the upcoming schedule for the Heat. On Friday, they'll host the New York Knicks. And then on Saturday, they'll defend home court against the Chicago Bulls. So they now lead by 1. Kelly Olynyk's checked in for Miami. Mo Wagner's checked in for Washington. And good on the second, so he makes them both. And it's Dragic with the ball for Miami. Floats one. Doesn't go that time. Now Washington takes it the other way.
And the veteran Goran Dragic still producing late in his career. Not the force he once was, but always a source of playmaking and scoring.
Neither side has relented a bit in this back-and-forth affair.
And you can sense the energy in the building already as this game is starting to build towards having a terrific finish.
Here's Hachimura. 14 points for him. Back to Smith. There's the triple. It's hauled in by Hero. Hero's got 4 rebounds in this game. Outside Dragic. It's tipped. In transition, here come the Wizards. Here's Napier. The Wizards with another miss. Well, you look at the career of Dragic, Greg, he's always been a scoring point guard.
Yeah, and as Dragic has aged, he has learned to lean more and more on his outside shot. Even when his first step and speed start to falter, he'll find ways to put up points.
And Miami making a change here. Iguodala's checked in. On defense, Washington. They trail by 1. Here's Dragic. Opening, close, and nails it. Dragic has got 9 points now in just the second half.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
Mahinmi passes to Hachimura. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And this is one of the things they need to keep doing in the second half to get this win. Keep knocking down those free throws. They've been sensational here at the line.
one falls for Hachimura.
And after attempting no free throws in the first half, now he's putting the defense back on its heels.
Davis Bertans checks in for Washington. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. The Heat with the lead. There's 57 seconds left to play in the third. Here's Nunn, and he uses the glass on the layup. Nunn's got 15.
And that's what he does. I mean, he is a bucket getter.
Wizards trail by 3. Pass to Wagner. Back to Smith. To the paint. Wagner, good. 7 points in the game.
Well, great possession there. Anytime you end up at the rim with a high percentage look, perfect.
Here's Nunn, covered by Smith. Outside, Jones. Shot clock at 6. The Heat need to get a shot off. Here's Olynyk. That one a little long.
You know, not sure if he's playing to the crowd, but no need for the fadeaway on that shot.
Here's Hachimura. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Heat lead by 1. Back after this from the American Airlines Arena. Let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates, Greg. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. And Miami shooting 47%, pretty solid. A moment now to reset the lineups. Back to us by Gatorade. All fueled up here for the 4th quarter. On the floor for Miami, Kelly Olynyk is out there with Myers Leonard. And there's Iguodala. Then it's Jones. And it's Nunn in at the point.
Boy, Andre Iguodala is such a physical player. His frame allows him to take contact and get a shot at the goal.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he can't get the first one. And he can't get the second one to drop either. Coming up empty that time. Beal with it. Jones covering. They double team Beal. Smith kicks to Brown. Back to Smith. Pass to Beal to take the lead. It's good. The assist that time from Smith. Beal's got the 4th quarter going with the first basket of the period here for Washington. Here's Nunn, covered by Smith. A floater. Olynyk has the open look. And it's off from 3-point range. And so it's Beal who brings the ball up for the Washington Wizards. Brown against Leonard. feeling it out a bit. The pass to Bertens. Excellent D that time from Jones. Miami trailing. Pass to Iguodala. Just over a minute and a half played here in the fourth. Passes it to Olynyk. Here's the three. Drills the three-pointer. And the Heat lead by 1.
Boy, Kelly Olynyk on balance, soft touch with a deep shot. Love his concentration.
Here's Smith. It's hauled in by the Heat. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. Jones dishes to Leonard. And the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
And how about the grit and determination in the post? I mean, essential qualities to have late in a close game.
The Heat making a switch here. Robinson's checked in. Free throw drops for Leonard. Wizards trail by 4. It's stolen. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Jones, the pass to Leonard. Back to Jones. Good ball movement here by Miami. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Nunn. Misses off the right iron. For Washington, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. No one near Smith as he lets it go. And again, Washington no good. Here's Jones. It's hauled in by Bryant. Washington has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Jones sends it back. They retain possession. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Adebayo is checked in for Miami. Butler comes in for Derek Jones. The Wizards also changing it up. Thomas Bryant is checked in for Mo Wagner. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for Smith. Look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Robinson passes to Nunn. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And with that, the Heat lead is cut down to just 4 points in the bucket from Westbrook.
Well, how about the handle of Russell Westbrook? Makes that slash into the defense look easy.
Here's Nunn. He's covered by Westbrook. Takes it out to Leonard. Shot clock at 5. Over Bertans. And Leonard gets it to go. Leonard's got the lead up to 6 now for Miami. Westbrook passes to Bryant. Dishes to Beal. And it's good for 2. Beal's got 5 points now this quarter.
I'll tell you this, when you let Bradley Beal catch a rhythm, turn the lights out, it's over.
Nunn passes to Butler. Shoots over Brown. Here's Adebayo. Nice D from Bryant. Wizards trail by 4. Down low, Beal. Rebound by the Heat. Butler's got 8 rebounds in this game. Brown against Robinson. With the floater, he takes it up and lays it in. And the Heat lead by 6.
Well, that's a nice play. You've got to read the situation and go to your floater game when necessary.
Outside Westbrook. Oh, and the jam by Westbrook.
If Westbrook senses even a sliver of space, he is going to attack the cup.
Here's Nunn. He's covered by Westbrook. Outside Leonard. Pass to Robinson. From deep. Russell Westbrook with the rebound. Westbrook's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Over Robinson. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
We know that Russell Westbrook isn't afraid to mix it up inside. He knows how to get defenders to hit him on these opportunities.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Here's Nunn. The pass to Butler. Here's Nunn. He's covered by Brown. Nunn passes to Butler. Rebounded by the Wizards. Brown's got his 6th rebound on the night to tie it up. And good. Got the English that time as it falls. Westbrook's got it all tied up now for the Wizards. To the inside. And that one's good by Butler.
And that's about the worst defense I can imagine a team playing coming down the stretch.
You know, we talk about execution offensively coming down the stretch. To me, it's as important defensively, and they didn't have it. When you're not in rhythm with the 3-ball, why do you keep firing from there?
Pass to Nunn. Back to Butler. And slam dunk by Butler.
Well, how about that? Just glide toward the rim, but finish with power. What a combination by Jimmy.
Time called here. The Wizards decide to talk it over. And with the 4th quarter push coming up here, the coach going over the game plan, and these players rehydrating themselves with Gatorade, recharging their bodies, refocusing their minds, and getting that strategy down to close out the game. Now the presentation of our Jordan player of the game, Jimmy Butler.
And I love that it's been a hard-charging performance. Jump shots have been kind of an afterthought. His main goal has been to attack the rim and put the D in some tough spots and also finishing strong.
Hachimura, he's checked in for Washington. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
I was able to listen in on what Scott Brooks had to say to his team. He told them they have to keep fighting. He said, hey, look, we're right here, but we can't make mistakes. You got to be aggressive and smart. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. And it's the Heat with the ball after Westbrook's missed 3. Butler against Brown. Clock at 4. Shots good by Butler.
Well, you get exactly what you want right there. Clean look right at the cup. Nicely done.
Wizards trail by 6. Westbrook passes to Bryant. Down low. And Bryant slams it in. And he's now got the double-double. 10 points and 13 rebounds.
Terrific handle right there by Beal. Comes off the pick with his head up, looking for his teammates.
Outside Butler, shoots from 14, and there's another one for the Heat.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time, Greg. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Now, here's Westbrook from deep. It's Adebayo with the rebound.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
Beal against Robinson. Here's Nunn. Over Westbrook. Nunn can't get it to fall. And so it's Beal. He'll bring it up for the Washington Wizards. 6-point game. Fires the three. No good that time. The Heat go the other way with it. Butler with the ball. Picked up by Bryant. And Thomas Bryant gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Butler passes to Nunn. Shot's good from Butler. Butler's got the lead up to 8 now for the Heat.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Now Westbrook. And it's sent back by Leonard. And here are the Heat. Big stretch here going 10-2. Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. And the official signaled the backcourt violation. Not very careful there.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And here's Westbrook from the arc. Westbrook missing again.
If you want to cut into a lead, you have got to trust your teammates and move the ball.
To the paint. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Bradley Beal picks one up.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He drops the first one, and that will put them up by 9. Robinson hits them both. For the Wizards, this one's not looking good. Westbrook with a wide open look. Another miss by Westbrook.
He needs to drive to the rim. The shot just not going.
Outside Butler. And that'll be Miami as it goes out of bounds. The Heat retain possession. .22 left to play here in the fourth. Here's Nunn. He's covered by Westbrook. 5 on the clock. Robinson for 3. Buries the long-range jumper.
And these are the types of games where one team clearly has the edge. Tonight, it will be a win by a large margin for the Heat.
2 great rebounding teams.
And these guys worked just a little bit harder tonight, and that was the edge they needed.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year. A very solid win indeed. And when you check out the box score, there were some great numbers for Jimmy Butler.
No doubt he came to play tonight. This guy has been aggressive and effective.
In transition, here come the Wizards. A finish, and finish off by Bryant.
And the instincts there from Hachimura. Notice the overcommitment by the defense and then makes the right pass.
Here's Nunn. Over Westbrook. Nunn can't get it to fall. They can score it here, but it won't mean much.
Kevin, turn out the lights. This party's over.
It might be.
And for a power forward, he can sure get up. I mean, because of that leaping ability, it kind of offsets his height disadvantage.
so it's Miami winning this one. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds.
Yeah, and for me, Kevin, what stood out is just the overall trust this group has in one another when it matters most. Doing what had to be done and to send these fans home happy.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Jimmy, you have been outspoken about the need for maximum effort. Was it part of your plan to grab wins like the one we saw tonight?
It wasn't a part of my plan, but whatever works, works. I think we got a bunch of talented guys, and at times we forget how hard we got to play. On the road, at home, this is how we got to play basketball.
Jimmy, thanks for the time, man. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. We'll see you next time.